Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pascal.
And your girl, Sandy.
And welcome back to another one, yo, of the real, of the real beat.
What's good, y'all? How y'all living? Happy Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Yay.
I'm saying.
I'm trying to remember what that's from. News of the day. Yay. Remember that? Isn't that from Ricky Smiley or something like that?
I vaguely remember, but I don't remember where it's from.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. If you guys know what it is, comment in the family chat. Happy to see you guys. Happy Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday.
Oh, Lord.
Thank God it's Friday. Oh,
yeah.
God.
It's been a week, y'all. It's been a week.
It has been one hell of a week. Thank God it's Friday. If you're feeling it and you're happy it's Friday, please make sure to hit that number 1 in the family chat. Just let us know that you're all here. You know, even those of y'all that are watching in the nosebleed seats, please. I know you're lurking. So definitely, please be sure to hit that number 1 if you're feeling happy that it's the weekend. Man. I know some of y'all are just getting your day started. Some of y'all are about to wrap up your day. Just make it a positive one. End strong or start strong, however you're watching this show right here. Amen. But before we get in everything, and also to start the day positive, hit that like button. Okay, do us that favor, hit that like button, please, and thank you. That would be greatly appreciated. So put in the work. The simple piece of work by hitting that like button. Then also at the same time, don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Okay, crush it
right now.
We working hard out here in these streets, and the show and the family is ever loving and growing, and it's a beautiful thing. We love it, and we love seeing you guys being a part of it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let people know about the show if you're enjoying it thus far. Okay, guys.
And welcome to all the newbies. Yes. Welcome to all of y'all. Welcome to the family. Come on in. While you're here, make sure you guys are sharing this post with others. Yes. Share it to your Facebook or whatever. Do what you got to do. Let somebody else know that we are here, y'all. Okay, we welcome everybody. Okay.
Please and thank you. Yes. It's almost Halloween time, so might as well get the spooky voice out, right?
Yes.
Just get it out the way. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite time of year. Not because of Halloween per se. It's the appetizer to my favorite time of year. The appetizer to crema.
To the crema. The crema, we talk about Christmas, guys. Crema, it's some serious ish with our family and everything. So we take the holidays very, very seriously. Halloween, we're very excited about. Once Halloween starts, once October starts, basically, the family gets really, really hype about it. Very excited, and very amped. Yes, very amped.
I'm getting all the decorations together for the house for Halloween and all of that. I can't wait.
I haven't even begun. I don't even know if I'm going to even start. To be really honest, I think it's going to be Halloween when I actually
started. Are you wearing an orange shirt right now? It looks orange to me.
Yes, it is orange. Good job. Your eyes are working.
I wanted to make sure because sometimes color can be off on camera. You know what I mean?
You were officially you were not colorblind. Congratulations, Hercules. But this was not premeditated. This is just me waking up and throwing on a shirt and coming in here, and I was like, I haven't worn this in a while. I haven't worn this shirt in a while.
Color on that melanin, honey.
Thank you. That it be popping. You feel me?
Look, I came back from dance class, y'all. So if you ever see me looking like this with a little sports bra on or whatever, it's because I just got back from the gym or working out or whatever. Today in particular, I went to hip hop dance, y'all. Looking like a cray.
This is This is her best representation of herself. This is what she thinks sexy Sandy is. That's what it is. It's no, quit lying. This is how she got her man. This is how this. Just marinating in her own funk, smelling like cat food and ass.
Hey man,
you know what I'm saying?
Came right back home and we had to get down to business. Okay, because we take this seriously, y'all. We do it for you. We're doing it for you.
What? We gonna do it for you. Okay, Usher. Okay, Usher.
Right, Usher.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go into it. You know what song I'm talking about, guys. And if you don't,
the panty dropper. Look, all his stuff. God. Look, he's the panty dropper at this point. Okay? Shoot. Causing all kinds of breakups and messes in relationships.
Yeah, we got a lot of breakups and messes to talk about today.
Oh my God.
We definitely have a little bit of a recap on. We got to circle back from something that we talked about yesterday. So we got to talk about that and chop it up for a minute about that real quick.
Yep.
There has been some new updates with the Chrisean Rock video that was going viral. People were talking about this like crazy.
Yep.
And a lot of people had a lot of things to say about it, including Blueface's own mama. Okay, Blueface's own mama had some things to say. And so I wanted to show you guys the video. Now, if you guys don't remember, let me just quick recap. Not really a recap because it's on the side of this video of Blueface's mom or Jonathan talking.
Yes.
Okay. So just so you guys can see it, blah, it's right there. You can see the infamous, oh no, like he's doing a full-on back bend. He's doing a scorpion. You know what I mean? He's doing the scorpion.
Do a straight backflip.
Okay, and it's not it's not good. Okay. But his mama had some things to say. She was so moved. She had to jump on social media and say something about it. Let's take a listen to that. Hit the number one. Let me know you guys can hear this. And damn right, I'm always singing. I don't care.
I love it. I love it.
F it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
It's fun.
I love it.
It's fun. And we talk about Ursher. Come on now. That's
right.
That's me. That's my boy right there. You feel me?
Lord,
okay.
Oh my Lord.
Come on. You don't have to call. Love it. It's okay, girl. I mean, come on now.
Oh, that was the jam,
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You
don't have to call. Oh my Lord, that was the jam.
Ooh,
and the video was so cute.
Come on. All those throwbacks. That is a throwback.
I'm saying.
No one should remake that song.
Yeah,
ever. No. They should never do like a remix or anything like that. That is just one. You know what I'm saying? There are some songs that just remain vinyl, and they should always be vinyl. And what I mean by vinyl, I mean by classics. Yeah. That's it. Do not mess with them. Just leave them exactly as they are. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this, shall we? Mama, Blueface's mama speaking out.
For the 115th time, because y'all know she stay on live too.
All up in the videos.
Just like Chrisean.
I just don't get I'm not gonna get into it. Let's go. Okay. Let's take a listen. Hit the number one. Let me know you guys can hear it. And Lily Black, I know that you love it. I'm sorry. I'm just playing around. I know that you love it. Okay. All right. I appreciate you, Lily. All right, let's go.
Yes.
My baby in the goddamn grocery store with the goddamn shit folded over, and he doing a back bend like he in the goddamn gymnastics already. I don't like none of them.
Tell us how you really feel.
The husband, none of them raggedy. They couldn't even lift up more weights than me. I don't know why my kids out here running around with these goddamn weirdo no.
Oh God.
I'm the problem.
She's so mad.
She's ticked.
If I dated somebody that was not a I could afford to do it. You know why? Because I can get out here and make that motherfucker something.
Oh my God.
No, y'all.
Do you realize that they bleeped out the wrong part of motherfucker?
Dog.
Did you hear that?
Oh my Lord. They're probably having a hard time keeping up to bleep it out.
She is so mad in her Steelers bucket hat. Let me just
for real.
They said beep fucker.
She's salty. You hear me?
Oh God.
That motherfucker something.
See? Hold on.
Not a I could afford to do it. You know why? Because I could get out here and make that motherfucker something. No,
beep
y'all
fucker.
over here just walk around in Walmart. Who the fuck is walking around Walmart? You send somebody to Walmart. You don't walk around Walmart. Other people who write on themselves is at Walmart.
Oh, wait.
I'm not going in a fucking Walmart. You go in there.
So she's beyond Walmart, walking into Walmart. She's literally she's living that
worthy.
She's literally living that good in the neighborhood to the point where, oh my.
The whole family is a clusterfuck.
Get the fuck out.
And they stay on live. Every single last one of the motherfuckers stay on live.
See,
if they would just,
you're telling me Lord. Before Blueface was Blueface, she wasn't catching her own ass walking into a Walmart. She had other people do it for her. So she's so beyond Walmart now because her son is making the money, not her. That she is beyond walking into Walmart herself. So this is beneath Krishan. It's beneath Krishan to walk into a Walmart.
Look,
she's a human being. If she needs to go get, a surplus of toilet paper on a value deal, then you go get the toilet paper.
Ain't nothing wrong with Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with Walmart.
Nothing wrong with Walmart. I mean, sometimes you get the best ideas.
Man. Listen, they got
you get the best stories coming out of that motherfucker. Okay,
they're cheaper than a lot of damn places, child.
Let's play the rest. I'll stop interrupting. I'm sorry. We got what? 40 more seconds of this. Let's get.
Yes.
She above Walmart.
She's above walking.
How old this woman? She's like what? 60s maybe? Late 50s, 60s. Okay. Look, I'm just, I'm guesstimating. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know if she's
her son grown.
She's that old.
Her son grown though. So I'm just guesstimating. I'm most likely wrong. Okay. Black don't crack, and that's the fact. But
that part.
But she's literally saying that she shouldn't have gone in there and should have had somebody else go get it for her because it's Walmart. Okay, let's continue.
Yes,
I wait for you outside. What was wrong with the Stater brothers or the Target? Who right on themselves wasn't gonna be in there and pull out the camera and make you look stupid. Then Target gonna walk up to you and say, "Oh, ma'am, your baby's leaning over. You might want to lean her back over." No, you in there where the pulling out the goddamn phones to destroy your whole image and your whole life. I'm not going to no Walmart when Target is right down the road.
So Target's better than Walmart?
It's different.
So no one would have pulled their camera out of Target.
With them
please.
People. You know they about to pull out them raggedy ass phones and put your right on the damn internet.
Okay, first off, she's saying Target is better than Walmart. Okay, first off, anybody out there that wants to sponsor this show, Target or Walmart, let us know. We
love both.
We will let you. We both love you both. But whoever pays more, we'll sit there and go, Target is the shit. But at the same time, I approve this message. No, I'm kidding. Okay, Walmart, Target, holler.
We joke.
And we joke. But at the same time, she's sitting here going, Walmart is beneath her. She should have gone to a Target. Target and Walmart are basically the same thing. And you see the craziest amount of crazy in both big box in big box stores like those two. I mean, you see all kinds of craziness in both. So she's sitting here saying that, she should have just had somebody go in and get that stuff for her because it's Walmart. You should have gone to Target. Now, first off, Walmart, or what she's saying about having somebody go in there. Okay, I get it. Right. I agree. If you're that tired, not because it's Walmart. Not because it's Walmart and you're about to be seen. Because she's basically saying that you won't be seen in Target because it's a different type of people in Target than it is in Walmart. So what she's saying, there's white people in more white people in Target, and they won't know who you are whilst you're traipsing and sauntering in there with your kid doing gymnastic tricks inside of the Target. They won't notice who you are because there's more white people in Target than Walmart. I'm sorry, but no, everybody goes to both.
Them folk would have pulled that camera out. It could have been right. It could have been anyway. She could have been at Neiman Marcus, and someone still would have pulled their camera out to take that. Okay, because that's the world we live in. Doesn't even matter where they were. The world we live in now is that people go live. Hence all of them motherfuckers. Yeah. And we pull out cameras before we do anything. We're going to pull. How many things have we seen where there's accidents on the road or things that have gone crazy or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Those moments where it's like, motherfucker, put the camera down and help this person. You know what I'm saying? But they want to make sure they get all of the footage. That's the world we live in right now. Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't matter where she was. They would have caught her by photo.
Exactly.
Video, whatever.
Everybody goes everywhere. It's not like, all white people go over to Target as the black people go to Walmart. I'm sorry, it doesn't go that way. Okay, everybody's everywhere, and there's white people that even follow this type of buffoonery as well. And God knows, maybe the person who captured this whole thing in Walmart was a white person. You never know. Okay,
Lord only knows who it was that caught it.
You never know. Okay,
Yeah.
Now one thing I will say is I do agree. If she was that tired, no matter what big box store that she walked into, she should have maybe said, "Hey, can I get somebody to go? Hey, buddy." Assistant, whatever. Can you go and get this stuff for me? I need to lay down. I'm just going to stay inside with my baby because this baby's only 2 weeks old. That type of thing. I don't need to bring this baby in where there's Rona and all this other crazy stuff flying around, etc. Let me just stay home and get somebody to go get that stuff for me. Call my bestie, etc. So I agree on that piece. But the extra stuff about her just ranting about going into these businesses doesn't matter. She would have been caught like this no matter what. In fact, whether she was Krishan or not, and she was walking around just like that, somebody would have captured that and said the scenes from a Walmart. Trust me, it would have gone viral, going like, who does this? Who lets their own child, even if she was nameless, they would have said, who would have let their own child hang out like that? You know what I mean? Her son was literally hanging out with her. But moving on, moving on, she had something to say too. Okay, she recently said something. Like I said, we're just doing a flash thing really quick. Right, we got to get into the main topic. But
meat and potatoes, as Pac likes to say.
The meat and potatoes. Okay,
yeah, the potatoes.
But we did want to give you guys some updates on this story. Here's her response to the viral video of her with her son trying to do gymnastic tricks out of the baby carrier.
Oh, we can't hear the audio.
Oh, my bad. There we go. Let's do that again.
There we go.
Instead of that lady recording me, she could have just helped me. I got a dog, 2 carts full of shit I need for my house. I'm calling my baby daddy. Is he helping? No. So I don't know why he's chiming in either. This mommy shit is cool, but man, your mind is racing 8 hours a day. And then transitioning to being everything in my situation. I don't know. Like, everything is just overwhelming. I'm still learning. I love my baby. He's a good baby. I'm going to tighten up. Straight up. What are you talking about? Big Rock got this. You. Everybody make mistakes. Period.
Okay. So you hear that. First off, I'm going to say something that might surprise you all. Her first point was a good point.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Agreed.
That person didn't need to capture it. Okay. They could have easily just walked over.
And she could have walked over and helped her out.
Or both.
You could have captured it and then said, oh, here.
Exactly. They could have easily walked over and said, hey, that's not right. Or, do you need help or something like that? But instead they just filmed it and they just let it be. Still, it's the safety of that child that matters the most before anything else. The other thing, she's still a young mom. She's still new. It's not like she's a veteran and has had 6 kids at this point. Okay. This is her first child. I get that piece as well. But the thing is, there's so much looming over her, so much expectation, so much, what's the word? Negative backlash towards her in general. Everyone's waiting and watching for her to fail. Period. So of all things, especially with a child. So right now, of all things, she should be on her P's and Q's. She needs to be on her shit. Yes, she's a mother. Yes, she's going to make mistakes. Yes, she was tired, like we talked about in our previous show. We talked about, hey, she could be just run ragged and all that stuff, but she needs to start forward thinking. She needs to start thinking ahead before anything else. This is the safety of her child, point blank. And unfortunately, herself got caught slipping when she should have known that piece. Like I said, one of the worst moments you can ever have. And I'm sure she's going to have other very bad moments as a mother, but those things are going to be behind closed doors. I guarantee you that. I hope. But at the same time, you got her doing that. But then on top of it, let's be real. You got footage of her in the studio with her son, newborn baby, doing in the studio. We don't know what time it's at or anything of that sort. But at the same time, if she's doing that in the wee hours of the night, or in the wee hours going into the wee hours of the morning, and then after that she's out half sleep, walking around like a zombie with a baby hanging out, you got to get your priorities straight. Yeah. Period. Okay. So, and then she tries to throw. Then she's throwing Blueface in the mix,
because that's always the person that's at the forefront of her mind. She doesn't. It's just.
And he's like, "Oh, it's his fault." And see, that's the problem. That's the issue that I see a lot of times in these relationships, these broken relationships. You know, there's no such thing as co-parenting in this situation. I'm sure, but I noticed that a lot of these broken relationships will sit there and say, "Oh, it's their fault. Oh, he ain't here, or she ain't here to help out," kind of thing, because we see it on both sides of the fence. Okay. She out here for the streets while I'm taking care of the kid. And it's kind of like, well, you can't blame all your failures on that person all the time. They weren't there. How would they know if they needed your help, and so on and so forth? So if there's no communication, how would they know? Now, I'm not defending deadbeat dads or deadbeat moms, but I'm just saying it's so easy for them to pick up that ground ball and throw that over to first base every time a fuck up happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that turns into a much deeper conversation in itself, which unfortunately we don't have time for. But
look, I look at it like this. At the end of the day, I agree with her. Okay. Yeah. I agree with the first part of it. Like, I mean, I'm sure the person who got the footage was not the only person who actually saw that. Okay. Facts. Clearly, there were other people that were shopping at Walmart, and I'm sure there were other people that were there that saw that transpire, that saw what was happening, right? Yeah, I wish somebody would have stepped in and said something. You know what I mean? I know that if it was me and I would have seen something like that, I would have stopped that person and said, hey, they're going to fall out. Let me help you with that in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Just simply because literally that baby was just hanging on by a thread, right? So she does have a point. Blueface is completely irrelevant, generally speaking. Okay, she just brings him up every chance she gets because, like I said, he's at the forefront of her mind, right? But the reality is, at the end of the day, regardless of where, whatever she just said, okay, I agree with, and the most important thing of what she said was her ass needs to tighten up, and that's just what it is. Okay, yep. Tighten the fuck up. And tighten them damn lips up too. And when I say lips, I mean these, not the others. Okay. She just had a baby. Okay. She used the other lips. Okay. Have mercy. Yeah. But these lips, tighten that shit up. Turn off the fucking phone. Okay. And the social lives that literally she's on live taking a shit. Like, get off of that shit and just focus everybody your energy to absorb as much information as possible on how to do the things that are required in parenting. Okay. Read a couple motherfucking books. Get Audible, for God's sake. Okay. Yeah. If you don't like to read a physical book, get on Audible, download a book, and listen to some shit that's going to educate you, or find someone that can help in that capacity, whether it's a nanny or whatever, because I stand firm on that too. Okay. Period. And that's just it. So the biggest and most important thing she said, the two things in what she said that were major key. Yes, someone should have stepped in and helped. And two, her ass needs to tighten the fuck up. And that's it. Yeah. Blueface is irrelevant in the conversation. It has nothing to do with it. That motherfucker ain't around. He ain't going to be around. So
and she got to get used to that. She needs to become accustomed to that and stop blaming the dude for not being there when she makes a mistake. I'm just going to be real. And the thing is sure, he will always be blamed for a lot of things, for just not being there, period. But when you take a trip to Walmart and you're half asleep and you got carts, as you said,
with a dog,
and then suddenly you mess up and suddenly it's his fault. Nah, I'm not with it. And I'm not sitting here saying, and I don't think, and I'm sitting here thinking that both of us aren't sitting here saying like, she just instantly went to blaming him. No, but at the same time, that should not be.
His name shouldn't even been brought up.
Shouldn't even be a part of the conversation and part of the discussion. Like you should have stopped at, hey, yeah, someone should have just walked up and helped out. That's it.
And then because I need to tighten up. all the other shit.
And I need to tighten up. I'm going to make mistakes. I love my baby. I made a mistake. Lo siento. Let's move on. I'm going to make mistakes because I'm human. A flesh and blood made.
Don't make that type of mistake again. Because that's the kind of shit that will have people start to intervene in her parenthood. And I mean, all of, the authorities, like do what needs to be done to really show up for your child the proper way and do what you need to do to make sure you're tightening up, as you say. Okay. And that's it.
Agreed. Now, the thing is we got to move on to the next story.
Yes, we do.
So the thing is we got to get into this main topic, the main thing that you guys are all filing into for and all that. Just wanted to give you guys that quick. Well, not that quick. It wasn't quick, but that update nonetheless. Okay.
But we got it out. We got it out.
The thing is that we have some new information revolving around the Jeezy and Jeannie Mai divorce. Well, maybe not so much of a divorce. Maybe not. Let's just see. As you can see, she's devastated by him wanting this divorce, and she's holding out on hope that Jeezy might change his mind about it. Now, let's look at this article real quick. Jeannie Mai is devastated that her husband is over, or that her marriage, her marriage is over and wants her family unit back. An insider tells Page 6. The truth is, Jeannie wants her marriage to work and wants her family to be one solid unit, a source tells us, Page 6. She is devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce. News broke last week, which we already know. Rapper Jeezy, 45, filed for divorce from Mai just 1 year after their daughter, Monaco's arrival. Okay, according to court papers obtained by Page 6, the Mr. President rapper stated that he and the TV host were separated and their marriage was irretrievably broken. Now, there's other information that's been going on, which we are going to be talking about here in just a minute, because we have a little bit of a clip from Funky Geneva talking about the real reason why he wants a divorce. But going on into this article here, our insider said that despite the divorce filings, Jeannie deeply loves Jeezy and wants to work things out. She did not get married to get divorced. This was not part of the plan. This is not how she ever imagined things would go down. Now, very, very interesting information. She is contesting this divorce. She's pushing back in the name of love. Now, a lot of people are wondering, was there infidelity? Was there someone going around knocking boots on the side? So did somebody walk out on the marriage? So on and so forth. Well, apparently we got some more information from Funky Geneva. He is, as some of y'all will say, spilling the tea. So we got to take a listen to this, because I think this is very interesting and it's very conversation inspiring. Let's take a listen.
Baby, I ain't got no thoughts. I got the tea, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, what's the tea? I got the bitch. I got the tea. Okay. So y'all know I had to call up to Atlanta, baby, and find out what all the hell was going on. Because I know people who are in that circle. Y'all ready for the tea, bitch?
Yes.
With us, Lord.
And it's nothing salacious. It is nothing salacious at all. And honestly, Heavenly, you're going to describe them all as things that they could work through. Number one, distance, not being in the same place often.
Okay.
So that was a factor from what I was told. The number two thing was she likes a social media relationship. He is a very private person. An example that was cited was that, he would want to have a couple friends over. Next thing you know is she's got 50 people over and a party planner. He didn't like all of that. And so it was just.
Okay. So that's part of it. Okay. Now, in the rest of the video, because I tried to find the full video of itself, couldn't find it in its entirety. But those are some good pieces right there. But then there was more pieces after that. He had issues with the fact that the in-laws were living inside the home with her. Her mom and her brother were living in the house with them. in-laws living with her in the house that they actually live in as well was a huge problem of his as well. So they're saying, or according to Funky Geneva, it is not super salacious. It's not like he ran around and he was in here in these streets. Neither was she. No one was clapping cheeks, nothing like that. All right. No one was doing crazy stuff like that. It was just the fact that distance was a huge problem. There was, I feel, a cultural issue with the in-laws living in the house. And then, of course, I forgot the last one. What did he say? The middle one.
Social media stuff.
Social media stuff as well, which I thought was very thought-provoking as well. It's a difference of two different personalities. You got somebody who both of them love to be in the limelight. Let's be real. But one may have been more open with everything, on social media, showing what they're doing every single time that they are doing something interesting. They're posting it on social media. They're out here showing off, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Jeezy seems to be like, when I make a big move, I will post it. But I'm not about to post my everyday life, holding my baby, me live streaming every single time I am in my car, so on and so forth. Okay. So two completely different personalities that may not be connecting or finding a middle ground on these things. So let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the fact that it's nothing salacious, like no cheating, no infidelity went on. I'm sure a lot of y'all are upset, like, oh man, I was expecting something juicy.
Look, everybody was trying to find something juicy.
But at the same time, these kind of things do happen in relationships as well. Especially normal. When you sprinkle on top, distance is a huge problem. Sometimes distance does not make the heart grow fonder. Sometimes it doesn't grow at all. Okay, it just stays stagnant, becomes stale. Next thing you know, you're just talking to your best friend rather than actually talking to your wife or your husband, your lover, your everything, right? So I can see that. So there's a lot to break down here. Okay, so I'm going to throw it over to you really quick. What are your thoughts on everything?
Man, well, first of all, when the news came out of their divorce, like everybody else, I was shocked a little bit, right? But then I wasn't shocked, okay? Because some of the things that started to kind of come out, I already knew. For instance, the distance, that type of thing. Those types of things are naturally going to impact a relationship. Now that we're here with some of these potential reasons for which they got a divorce, okay? Yeah. I find it interesting because the reality is, and I have an example to share too, of a situation for those of you guys who watch this particular show. You guys will rock with me. You'll feel me on that. But in this particular case, and you and I were discussing this for a brief minute before we got on live, the cultural thing can have a lot to do with that, right? Because in certain cultures, and not cultures in the sense of her being, Vietnamese and, him being African-American and they having major cultural differences as far as who they are specifically, but some of the cultural things that take place. For instance, in-laws living with you, even grown kids that haven't gotten married, okay, in some cultures is very normal, right? Men and women. Okay, there are many cultures, not just Vietnamese. I'm not saying that that's the case in this particular case, but there are many cultures that literally the kids will not leave the parents' home, whether they are male or female, until they are married. Facts. And that is very normal. Okay, now am I as familiar with Vietnamese culture? No. However, I can probably pretty much assume that is something pretty normal in Vietnamese culture. Okay. That her mom lives with her and her brother does too. Okay. Right. I know in our culture, we're Haitian. Okay. Yep. Both of us are Haitian. So yes. One, divorce is not a thing. Okay. Haitians do not, they really don't believe in divorce. That's one. Two, it is normal for kids to stay home until they get married. Okay. Yeah. And it's not looked upon in a negative way at all. Okay. It's actually encouraged. Okay. And there's so many other similarities to this too, and different parallels too. So with this, having the in-laws there, having her family there, all in your face, I can see how that would be taxing. Okay, but then the other side of it is too, they don't live in the same state. They're very rarely, literally living in the same state. I mean, that's part of the reasons, allegedly, for this divorce, right?
Right.
But again, you just never know. Also, with the cultural thing, okay, having her mom there and her brother, you never know how those cultural differences have really seen themselves or shown up in the parenting of their child as well. Because I do think that, and this is just me assuming, I do not know personally, but I do think that that's a part of it too, because there's a very big part of this divorce that has everything to do with their child. Okay. And so if I were a betting woman, I would probably bet that there are some things in the ways that they want to raise their child. One thing that I heard specifically, and that was also in this piece, by the way, the Funky Geneva piece that we did not play, was the fact that she is walking her child to school. Okay. And you know, people can literally see her walking her child to school. And Jeezy is like, allegedly, I don't feel comfortable with you walking her to school. Everyone's going to see you. Not only are they going to know where we live, but they're going to know where our child goes to school. Right. And you already hear from Funky Geneva too, shout out to him, that that he's not real public like that. Like, he doesn't want that business out here. And she's clearly a little bit more fine with doing that. Okay. So those types of things, maybe just having the in-laws there, and there may be things that maybe she does from a cultural perspective in raising their, you know, their child that may be opposite of how he wants that child to be raised. Right. A lot, these things are actually heavy. Okay. And can impact relationships, marriage or otherwise, because when it comes to cultural differences, it's I mean, there are a lot of things when it comes to that can truly really make a difference, right? And really make arguments between the two of them. Okay. And then it doesn't help that they are literally not living in the same state.
Yes.
Right. So it should be interesting. The other part of this entire situation is too, this is another word I heard on the street, this is all alleged, okay, is that she's contesting the divorce, right? We know it's alleged that she's contesting the divorce. The reason that I'm hearing that she may be contesting the divorce may not necessarily be because she wants to hold on to the marriage, but the prenup. The prenup has come up a lot. Now, in his paperwork, when he filed for this divorce, okay, one of the things that was stated in the paperwork allegedly was the fact that he wants that prenup to be honored. Like, he made it a point to point that out, which typically indicates that he, you know, there may be some concern that it might be contested. So with her contesting this divorce, okay, there's a possibility that she could be also contesting the prenup and not necessarily trying to win him back. So there are some conflicting rumors in that regard too. So that is going to be very interesting to see if in fact she's contesting it for love or she's contesting it for
money.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah, that is very, very interesting. I mean, you know, for me, though, she may be, well, it could also be her being bitter. Like, what? You're going to divorce me now? You didn't even let me. What? Oh, well, I'm taking this money then. So it might be that too, where it's, but at the same time, it may not be that too. She may truly, I mean, you know, maybe I'm sounding like a hopeless romantic here, but maybe she truly does love him.
Right.
Maybe she truly does think that.
I mean, he is the one that filed.
That this situation is unjust. That could very well be it too. But I'm going to be real with y'all. I mean, okay. No disrespect to anybody who is right now, but who would want to live with their in-laws? I'm going to tell you right now, I don't. I'm sure nobody else does. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, and I get there could be a cultural thing in this situation. And yes, if they are living apart from each other, let's keep it real. If they're living apart from each other, it takes a village to raise a child. So I get the whole thing, and I feel like I've said that a lot this week, but it is true. It takes a village to raise a child. And if you don't have Jeezy there, you need help. And if your mom is there and she's been raised children before, okay, and she a freaking, Jedi with this ish. I mean, even our own mom, okay? Mom is the bomb, okay? Right. She knows exactly what, she raised us, right? So she knows about children. This ain't her first rodeo. You feel me? So being able to watch her and see how she does certain things, so on and so forth, you learn from that too. So, and then if you don't have your man around who you are married to and he's in Atlanta doing his thing, what are you going to do? You're going to lean on your family as hard as you can. Now, are they sycophantic, broke in-laws? We don't know. I don't know that part. It's unfair to automatically assume something like that. But I just feel that this whole thing is a lack of communication and a lack of willing to fold or to compromise. Let's keep it real. You got two people that are living in two completely different places, and none of them are willing to budge, even live somewhere in the middle or something like that, or go, hey, we stay here for 6 months, we stay over here for 6 months. So clearly there is a compromising issue going on, or a communication issue going on. There is stubbornness going on in here. And he's sitting there seeing all these issues, seeing all these problems, and sitting there going, no, I don't like that. And that's a problem. That's a problem. I don't see my wife. I don't get to, when I go over there, I don't get to be with my children or my child alone. I don't get to have my alone time, my quality time with my wife as well. Cause her mama's all up in my face telling me how I should be living my life and how I should be even dressing my own daughter, so on and so forth. And then also on top of that, you're walking my child. You are walking my child to school. I'm not there to even supervise, to even get into fisticuffs if somebody tries to take my child. I mean, I can't even protect my child.
Pictures of y'all and all of that.
While I'm in Georgia, you're in California, and California is weird, y'all. California can be weird. So, but you know what? Evil is everywhere. But at the same time, you're sitting there going like, I have no control over this. So what the F? I don't have control over my home. I don't have control over how my child goes to and from the house now, and all that stuff. So I'm
how
sure
can you really truly have control
power
of those situations, right? If
Say
you
again?
don't even, how can you really truly have control?
If
And
you're
not
not even
control, that part. How in the world can you have any kind of say in any of that if you don't even live there?
But welcome to the weird psychology of men. I'm sorry, we're territorial. We are men. I'm sorry. This is just it's ingrained in our DNA for the most part. Okay.
I'm just saying there's only so much that he can demand that she does or expect from her or whatever the case may be.
Think about it too.
You do not live in the same state.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but let's be real.
She might be leaning on her mom to help out with her child because he ain't there.
And here it is. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to remember, there is nothing wrong with that. Listen, to all you mamas and you mamas, okay? Thank you, okay? And keep doing you, all right? Yes, you guys get aggravating and annoying as fuck sometimes, but at the same time, I know that you guys are coming from a place that is good, all right? But we don't know the dynamics inside that house. But let's not forget, though, too, the brother's living in the house as well. It's not just mama living in the house, it's also the brother. So it's like, wait a second.
Go back home and take over your own house then.
So it's one big happy family, and then it's like, I have no control over my own cave. I have no control over my own kingdom. No, I get it.
Home.
Listen, I get that piece, but
and figure it out.
That might be his way of, like, you never know. Him living in Atlanta may be his middle finger to the whole situation. Like, nah, I ain't going back over there. Right. You tell me I'm an alpha. I'm alpha, and I can't even have control over my own home, my own private domicile. Psh, man, I'm going to Atlanta where I have control. See, you want to be over there and do your thing? Enjoy the spoils. Okay, while you can, but I'm going to be over here. Now, that's not good. That's unhealthy, and that's extremely toxic. So with him, but I will also say this: the divorce came out of nowhere. It sounds like she was hit over sideways, shocked as hell about this as well. So it's real. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. It's real. That's real shiesty to be like, I'm out. It's like, wait, no discussion, no conversation, no nothing. What?
Or maybe there was.
This is Or maybe there
don't know. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Let me give you an example,
we
right?
Don't know.
This is the example I was referring to earlier.
Yeah.
If you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, I know you don't watch it, but for those of you guys who do, and comment if you do, okay? Sonya, who's on the show.
What show again? Say again.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay, you lost
Sonya,
me.
who's on the show. Okay, yeah, the lowest rated
offense.
season ever. Okay,
no offense, but you lost me already. But go ahead.
I already know, but this is a good example of it. Sonya, who's on the show, had literally her entire damn family living in their house. Okay.
Yeah.
She is an Olympian, her husband, and her live with her mom, her sister, her blah, 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 blah. And literally all the people that are from her family, it's her side of the family. They do work with her or work for her in some capacity, whether it's her personal assistant. I think her sister was her personal assistant. Her mom was doing some things, whatever. I don't even know if her mom even had an actual role as an employee or staff member. I think she was just there, but they were literally there. And for her, it was, I need my tribe around me. For her, it was, my sister is my personal assistant. She's helping me out business-wise to keep me on track for things. For her, it was, they're helping me out with my son because they have a child as well. Okay. But there came a point in time where her husband came to her and was like, look, they got to go. Okay. And you could kind of tell that it was starting to unravel the previous season. And then this season, it came to a head where, I mean, the family, when she had the conversation with her sister and her mom and all of that, they were a little offended, a little hurt, but they left. Okay.
Oh.
And keep in mind, previous to this, her husband was like, I want a baby, I want another child. You know what I mean? And so, I feel like based on what I saw, at least just observation, right? My personal opinion, that had a lot to do with the reason why they weren't getting pregnant yet or whatever. You know what I mean? Because her whole damn family was living in that damn house. Her brother was in that house. I mean, her whole family was in that damn house. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, really, how much, as you said yesterday, can you do with your mama in the other room?
Yeah,
right?
You can't be doing, you can't get all wild like that.
Right. You can't be, doing all the extra and all that. You know what I mean? You gotta be quiet.
Basically, when it comes to making making that baby, I mean, it takes some effort. And you're telling, and you want it to be enjoyable, the making of said baby. You don't want it to be all scientific and shit. No, but at the same time, you don't want it to be like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like where it's you want to make these babies out of passion, right? Not just because it's like, not because you're using your dick like it's a turkey baster. I mean, then just get a turkey baster and call them up.
You want to get all, you want the acrobatics and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And without worrying about your mama in the other room hearing, all of that go down,
blown out.
Right. Okay? So now, fast forward, they essentially, in the process of moving out, and here she is and she had a child, she did get pregnant and unfortunately had a miscarriage. Right. But then literally after that got pregnant. Right. So, and they just literally announced today, it was the cutest thing ever that they're having a boy. So with that said, like you could literally see the tension in their relationship unfold on the show from literally her family being there. Right. Yeah. And that wasn't even a cultural thing from what I could see. Right.
No,
I mean, this is just having motherfuckers in your house you don't need to have there because they all up in your business and you can't get no privacy. You know what I mean?
Everybody telling you exactly what you need,
how you should be doing, chiming in on shit.
Living, how you should be living your life, how you should be doing certain things, so on and so forth. That's a big problem. That's the reason why I'm like, who out here wants to be living with their inmates? Let's keep real. Or and inmates.
Throw the culture on there.
Their in-laws, like their inmates. Okay, let's keep it real. How often do you go, oh, I can't wait to live with my mom and my mother-in-law? Nobody wants to be living with all these people. You can't even have control over the remote control to watch one of your favorite stories or something like that. You got a whole bunch of people in there. You know what I'm saying? You're buying all these groceries that you don't even eat because everybody else is eating that mother loving shit. You're sitting there trying to have a baby. You can't even knock boots, and have that loud, passionate sex without somebody in the room going, keep it down in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. That's not fun and that's not cool. So I can see where Andy's relationship could have something boiling over time, right? Mm-hmm. At first it's cool and I'm sure it's like, man, I love you. I love my wife. I love my wife. I love my wife. And then you're going, man, I'm doing a good thing. Look at me. Look at me doing a good thing for my family and my extended family. They're family. They're family. They're family. They're family. They're family. At some point, 2, 3, 7 years later, whatever it is, at some point it's gonna start eating away. You go, man. These motherfuckers got to get out my motherfucking house.
Man, you're gonna be sick of them motherfuckers. You're gonna walk in your house from a hard day at work. Walk in that bitch, thinking you about to just grab yourself a little beer from the fridge and sit your ass down somewhere.
And the beers
and you gotta
gone.
see mom, the brother. Hey, what up?
Yo, but the beers are gone.
Right,
that last slice of pizza that you left, that you kept on, you know what I mean, or that you had something set up, ready, put it in the refrigerator. You leave, you come back, it is gone. You're like, wait a second, I've been dreaming about this all day.
Right.
I made this sandwich. Who ate this sandwich? And it's like, oh, it was Tyrone. He just got done with football. He was hungry. That was the only thing we had for Tyrone.
Exactly.
You know he young. He growing. And it's like, what? I just made that sandwich. You know what?
I know that it got me here.
I'm gonna go downstairs and play Call of Duty.
I would have wanted a divorce too, shit. Because if it's something I want to eat, because I'm a foodie child. If it's something I really had a taste for, and these motherfuckers ain't my shit,
I'd be pissed. Okay,
bitch, I'd be at the courthouse.
I'm a nice human being for the most part, but man, my food, like literally. You know what I'm saying? But those are the things that do happen. Like, it's the last can of soda in the refrigerator in the back, and you know it's in there. And you're going, that's mine when I get back home from work, because it's going to be a long day, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put these things together, the leftover spaghetti, I'm going to get this, and this, put it all together, and it's going to be a smorgasbord of just ridiculous. It's going to be Thanksgiving.
Deliciousness.
It's going to be deliciousness. Thanksgiving came early, motherfucker. And then you go in there, and all the stuff you had planned to eat, gone.
Man, that's grounds for divorce, dog. Gone. That is in my house. That's grounds for the divorce, okay? Because if I have some shit I'm waiting to eat, motherfucker, don't try me, okay? My husband knows. Go eat my shit.
Them leftover wings. You know what I'm saying? You walk in and it's like it's all eaten. It's all gone. Okay, or majority of it's gone. You're like, damn, I was about to get full on that shit and then sleep so good. I was gonna be happy as a pig and clean shit. Fuck. And then you get in, the food's not there, and then suddenly
this motherfucker
his mama out here, her mama is sitting there going, I need you to go to the store and pick up all this shit. Wait a second, you have all these grown ass kids in the house. You couldn't go on and get this shit for her, and now I gotta go and do it.
Man,
the fuck. What are you making? Oh, I'm planning on putting the whole thing together. And it's like, I don't even like your cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, those things are real. A lot of times or you come home and you got to take a piss really bad, or you got to just drop a deuce, and you walk in and the door is locked to the bathroom. You're like, who's in? Like, this ain't even my child. Who's doing BM in my house right now? You know what I'm saying? Tyrone's in here. Hurry up, man. I need to take a shit, man.
Then you sit down on the damn and then you sit down on the damn toilet and you get ready to wipe that. And ain't no damn toilet paper, bitch.
Ain't no toilet paper, and somebody's already going, yo, Uncle P. What are you doing in there? Uncle P.
All you trying to do is wipe your ass, man.
Okay.
You just trying to wipe your ass.
I'm just saying.
Man,
listen.
We don't went off on a tangent, but y'all know that's the kind of shit that can land you at the courthouse.
It's bad. And you're going to sit there. That's when you sit down with your wife and going, okay, nobody's here. It's just rare. It's got to be like 2:00 in the morning. And you're like, honey, these people have got to get out of our house.
Yeah, for real.
Or I'm going to move out. I'm taking the Xbox. I'm taking my favorite house slides, and I'm out. What do you say? That's the only thing you can do. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, though. When it comes, going back to the story. Uncle P, what are you doing in there, Uncle P? Outside of that, okay, Jeezy has he's lucky because when he's got financials, he's got money, he got that long money. So he could literally pick up and just leave. That's exactly what he's doing right now.
Right.
He's in Atlanta, living his best life, living in Georgia. He can literally distance himself from the situation. He can just be like, all right, well, I got some things to do in Atlanta for a little bit. I got business to attend to. I'll see you when I get back. You know what I mean? I had told Craig and them, I got to go and do this thing. See you when I see you. And that's pretty much what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's just chucking it. He's booking it over to Atlanta. So, I mean, you know, to me, it's like, we don't know. We don't know the relationship. We don't know the dynamics of everything, but living with your ma or living with your in-laws, then on top of it, the brother moving in, and you know what I mean? And then when you get home, your home ain't even your home anymore.
Yeah.
That you built with your wife and your little baby girl. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
And I can see that being an issue.
Absolutely.
Now, was she blindsided by the divorce papers or not? We don't know. But nonetheless, it is shocking the rest of the world. We're all thrown off. But those factors that Funky Dineva is alleging to be truth out here are solid reasons and are things that are breadcrumbs towards either a messy relationship, a toxic marriage, or the divorce. So it does make sense. You know, I could see it for sure.
I completely can see that.
I can see it for sure.
You know? So it should be interesting to see if she contested the divorce, if it is for sure that she's contesting the divorce, and the reason for which she is doing exactly that. If it's out of love, wanting to try to repair, or if it's going to be this prenup, or the parent, the parent situation with the joint custody, etc. Right? There's a lot of factors, but thankfully, so far, it isn't anything overly salacious, as Funky Dineva said. And it's more along the lines of something that that's something that could definitely break up a relationship for absolute certain, or put pressure on a relationship that could cause issues, arguments and that type of thing. You know what I mean? So be interesting to see how this all pans out.
One thing I will say though too is I believe the rumors. I know, or what Funky Dineva put out or said, because I think that if it was her going, out here in these streets, or him running off in these streets, that would have been all over the internet. Everybody and their mama would have been talking. It would not be some BS photo of her standing next to freaking AC Slater. Okay, Mario Lopez. Okay,
they were reaching with that one. I'm sorry.
They were totally reaching, but at the same time, the fact that it's so simple. I know that sounds ridiculous because it's not some bombastic, like salacious title, like he was fucking a man. You know what I mean? Like something crazy like that, the fact that it's so simple, it is, I believe it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a lot of relationships that are just, it ends just exactly like this. It doesn't have to be something crazy. It doesn't have to be Kim Zolciak type of thing. Like she's spending way too much money, bro. And it doesn't have to be all this crazy stuff. It could just literally be like, hey, I've fallen out of love. I'm never over there. I don't see her. There are people living in my house, and there's certain things that I don't agree with, and she's not willing to bend, and neither am I. Irretrievably broken.
Yep.
So, y'all in marriages, try to find time. Can't talk. Try to find time for compromise.
Yes.
I know not all of us want to bend. Not all of us want to, say yes, dear. Trust me, sometimes you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's called marriage. But at the same time, try to find time to compromise if you want that relationship to work, because that stuff will stack up over time. It'll just keep percolating, and the whole lid will blow off, and it will blow off when you least expect it. But then you'll sit there and you'll look back and go, oh, but I couldn't have done those things. Oh, that's why. Look at the breadcrumbs. Damn, I could have avoided this by omitting at least a handful of this shit. damn. Trust me. Compromise, discussions, and both of y'all can't be stubborn. Actually, none of y'all should be stubborn. That's what I think. Like, you can't have a positive, fruitful relationship if both people are that hard-headed. And it can't just be like, he's the hard-headed one and I'm the pushover. I'm not sitting here saying that both people need to be pushovers, but there just has to be an understanding and equal ground, and there should always be respect on that table. You could be stubborn and hard-headed in everything else in the world. Your work, your business, money, etc. Okay, how people come into your family, into your tribe, okay, and how they interact with your tribe. You could be protective and all that stuff, but when it comes to you and that special someone that you said I do to, I'm not sitting here saying yes, dear, all the freaking time. I'm just saying find ways for that compromise. That's the only way you're going to be able to continue a relationship and have that relationship be productive and positive. That's just my thoughts on that. But guys, that is the show. I appreciate
y'all. Keep all of this, y'all.
Yes. Like I said, there's so much more that we need to talk about. Okay. So much going on in the world. So much going on that's been popping off. I mean, the Remy Ma situation, all that. There's so much we got to talk about. Man, the pink sauce. Let us know if you want us to talk about pink sauce.
Yes.
Comment in the family chat down below or in the family chat right now. Let us know if you want us to talk about the pink sauce debacle, because we've been debating if we're going to do a big discussion about that or not. So just let us know about that. Okay. But we got to get going. We appreciate all y'all for being here. Real talk. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of these shows lately, and more are coming. Okay, we're trying to keep this more on a consistent basis. So we will be doing this more consistently. Okay.
Yes, you're gonna see our happy faces a lot more often.
So please hit that like button down below. Crush it. Do what you do and do it well. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. All right. You know, we're working hard. We're working hard, damn it. Okay.
Yes, we want to see more of you guys up in here. Okay. So we can have these big ass discussions and cackle all dang show. Okay.
Absolutely.
We can wrap a taste.
Yeah, wrap a taste. Exactly. And I know some of y'all are watching this while taking a shit. So there's somebody. Uncle P! Uncle P!
Make sure you got some toilet paper.
You know what I'm saying?
Look over to make sure you have some toilet paper.
Make sure you got that TP. But you know, for a fact, most people are using that bathroom because that's the only place they could get some privacy. Real talk. Shit,
I'm a parent and I do that now. The kids will be running around everywhere and I'm like, babe, I'll be right back. He knows exactly where I'm going. I'm either going in here or in the bathroom. Closing the door and taking just a minute.
Sanctuary. Okay? The only place you can go and look up things.
He's like that sometimes. Maybe he's like that sometimes, man.
It does. It does. It does. It does. I mean, my baby ain't running around yet, but trust me, you know,
it's a coming.
That is the only downtime you
find
get.
You a little corner where you can just sit for 2 seconds just to decompress.
Yes.
And then you get back to it.
Decompress and let it all out.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
part.
Make that deposit. Okay, guys. Love y'all. Have a great one. If we don't see you, have a fantastic weekend.
Yes, love y'all. Yes, love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bye. Peace.
See y'all soon.